second half of back-to-back. Are you at least pleased with the way you were able to come out and earn a point tonight?
Yeah, I am. Thought that was one of our better games in a 5-on-5 in a little bit, and we took it to them. It's like a good hockey team over there, and circumstances given with travel and all that. Thought we were ready to play, and Talbs was unbelievable for us. Just net play and bounces. It's like a playoff game. 2 nights, maybe 3 or 4 nights in a row where it felt like a playoff game and tight checking, and I thought we did a good job to get a point. Could have got 2 for sure.
Do you think it's part of the mental toughness Todd has been talking about? Just these games can kind of be challenging physically, but to have that mental toughness now.
Yeah, it is. And we talked about it, and I thought we showed it tonight. And we talked about it going into the third, and they go out and score one. They're big guys, get one first shift of the third period, and we respond after that, and got right back to it, and went ahead again. And in my eyes, we got skating 5 minutes into the third and changed that period, and that's mental toughness, responding after it not going your way coming out of the intermission.
And just the importance of it, because like you're talking about teams around you, there's not much breathing room.
Yeah, no, there's not, and everyone plays back-to-backs. Everyone has a tough schedule. Not only getting a point, I think we play like that more often than not. We're going to get 2, and that's a good sign against a good team.
Just lastly, just a thought on having to play without Simon. He's a big part of you guys' lineup.
Yeah, but that's going to happen. That happens to every team, and he's playing really well this year, and big part of our team. But we stepped up tonight, and that's a sign of a good team. Guys stepping up. Albert Johansson had his best game in a while, and Docker playing on his offside a little bit. I thought our 6 guys back there, Hammer coming in with fresh legs, but he was very effective for us tonight as well.
So apologies, just overall the 2 points, but how satisfying was it to come away at least with a point given the circumstances of having played the night before?
Yeah, I mean, back-to-backs are always, it could be a little tricky. I think tonight we really had our legs, and I think we played a really good hockey game. So, I think we should have came away with 2, and that was for sure the goal. But back-to-back, Talbs played unbelievable, so we'll take 1 point.
Do you think you're seeing the mental toughness in games like this that Todd has talked about, that this is when mental strength shows, when you're probably a little bit tired?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially in the third, they equalize one of the first shifts of the game, right? We get right back, get 1, and then they, get us back again, but we kind of keep going. So, take that with us. Like I said, I think we did some really good stuff tonight, and we'll take 1 point and move on.
You find the back of the net twice tonight. In terms of your game, where do you think you've shown the most or feel the most growth this season so far?
I don't know. I feel like, every year, every off season, you try to take step towards a better player, and for me, it's no different. It's about being curious and wanting to work on your craft, and hopefully you see the results. And I'm just trying to play my game and keep developing within it.
Thanks.
You always want 2 points, but probably, all in all, a very good performance from you guys tonight.
Yeah, you hope when you get it to overtime that it goes your way, and it has gone our way quite a bit. But leaving here with circumstances and looking at it, the whole, we'll take the point, get some rest, try and heal up tomorrow, and get ready for another tough one.
How did you think the game played out as a whole? Obviously, coming on that back-to-back, you guys take that early lead. Did you see it kind of play out as teams settled in and found each other out?
I thought we had the start we needed to have on the road. Again, with the circumstances, late game, getting in late and that type of stuff, you're always worried about that first 10-minute game and then settle in for the last 50 minutes. But I thought we had the start. Scoring on the power play was important. Disappointed in that first shift or 2 in the third. I thought we could have handled that better, but stayed resilient, found a way to get a point.
You brought up the circumstances. Is this an instance where you're seeing the mental toughness you've been talking about that needs to be there?
100%. There are groups of players, teams, even individuals that could walk in and say, this is the night. I'm giving myself permission, we're done. Move on. And I've heard some of the media people, not ours, but just around the league, talk about scheduled loss. I don't want our guys to think like that, and I don't think they do. So that's us pushing that mental strength right from training camp, and them accepting the responsibility for it. And I give them credit. They battled.
What can you tell us about Simon, late scratch?
Late scratch today. I'm sorry. He was questionable leaving Toronto last night. We thought we might be able to get him through another game, but having today off, tomorrow off will certainly help him.
So you think there's a chance? Or
There's always a chance. Yeah, we'll have to get him looked at, but he's walking around and feeling okay. It's just got to get a little better.
You guys were almost 70%, I think, at that face-off circle. How much of an emphasis has that been for this group? I know you've talked about that in the past, for that leading to some executed plays or just big moments in some games.
Face-offs are really important. I think that's the first competitive moment shift or a game. And last night going against Toronto, the number one team in the league, we put a big emphasis on it in practice the day before, and I think that carried over into today's game. But all these analytic companies and metrics that we talk about, possession's really important, and the only way you have it to start your shift is winning the face-off.
Todd, it looked like from the lineup sheet, if Edson had been able to go, would Sandin Pelican have been out?
We were going to make that decision after the warm-up.
Okay. Is it just a learning situation with him? I mean,
With Axe?
Last night in Toronto, 2 shifts.
Yeah, it's you know what, if we just stop and think about it, he's 20 years old. He's played in the second pair since day one. It's a grind right now. This is the max amount of games he's ever played in his life in a season, and he's doing it against men and having to travel. So it's taxing, but he's handling it well. He's very determined, and it's our job to help him get through it.
Jeff, even for Saskatchewan, is this?
Pardon me?
Even for someone from where you're from, is this cold?
Yeah, well, this is cold. I think it's going to get colder once we cross the border. But we were talking about it. I don't know what the temperature exactly is, but when we were kids, we'd play street hockey and this stuff, and you'd play until you got real cold, and you run in the house to warm up, and you go back out again. That's just the only thing we had was that. There was no phones or video games or TikToks or anything like that. It was hockey.
So they have Hockey Day Minnesota tomorrow. They're playing outside.
Do they?
Would you do it? It's going to be 55 below with the wind chill, though.
Yeah.
You would be out there?
They have warming rooms, though, or at least we had them, where you'd go. It's funny, when your shift wasn't on, you'd be in this little warming room, and then you go back out. Parents would sit in the car with the heaters on, and the poor refs never got. They just froze.
Yeah, the refs are going to freeze.
Yeah, they freeze. So, okay.